Alright, so welcome back, guys, or welcome to your first time here. I'm Vision here with Blind Entertainment, bringing you guys another video. Today I'm going to be going over my 6 picks on who I think is the one killing and or kidnapping the saviors, as we saw in episode 2, and as they are showing will be going on in episode 3. So if the Walking Dead is something you're interested in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. That way you don't miss any more Walking Dead content from me in the future. Now let's begin. Just so you know, there will be spoilers containing the episode 2 of season 9, The Bridge, and some comic spoilers regarding the new villains. So if you're not interested in that, I advise you to maybe be careful and not watch this video, just in case you don't want to know any spoilers. But let's get into this. As I said, we're going to be talking about who I think is killing or kidnapping the saviors. I will have a few spoilers regarding episode 3 because I did watch the opening 5 minutes of the episode, so I will be going over some things in there. As I stated, you may think they're kidnapping the saviors. However, if you watch the beginning of season 3, the opening 5 minutes, you can clearly see a zombified Justin with who was being devoured by zombies. So I think they're killing them. So I'm going to go over who I think the killer is. If you watched the episode, you know Alden was talking to Rick about how 6 saviors have walked off the worksite. Some of them had families, they never made it home. So either they're going rogue or they're abducting people or someone's killing them all. Now I'm going to touch on both of those kind of theories within who I think's kidnapping or killing them all. So I'm going to go over that now, and I'd love to know who you think this is. So leave your thoughts and predictions on who you think the killer is in the comment section down below. Coming in at 6th place on who I think it might be is either Beta or the Whisperers. Now the reason why I put the Whisperers in 6th place is I don't think it's the Whisperers. There's rumored to be a second time jump, and I don't think they're gonna attack, go into hiding, and disappear for 2 years or 5 years, however long that time jump is. So I think it's definitely not the Whisperers. Second, Justin noticed the guy. I don't think he would have unless he's working with the Whisperers, which again I don't think is possible. I don't think it's the Whisperers. Yes, you could say it's dark. Maybe the Whisperers had on the face of someone who he knew. Possible, but I feel like if he thought if it was the Whisperers, I think he would have thought it was a zombie and go to kill it. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like it can't be the Whisperers because I just feel like it wouldn't make any sense. It's too rushed right now. We're dealing with the savior issue. I think we need to deal with the saviors and then move on to the Whisperers after the savior situation has calmed down, and then we move on to new villains and antagonists. But I don't know. Leave your thoughts and opinions. Do you think it's the Whisperers? Do you think they're going to introduce them now? Or do you think it's someone else and it's not them because due to the second time jump and everything else I laid out in front of you? So leave your thoughts and opinions if you think it's the Whisperers in the comment section down below. Next on my list is Henry. Now, yes, Henry had this beef with Justin, but I don't think it's Henry either. And there's one reason I think it clearly states that it's not Henry is when Justin sees the guy, he says, "Oh man, dude, you really scared me." Earlier in the episode, he referred to Henry as Kid. Now, I think if it was Henry, he probably would have referred to him again as Kid. I don't think he would have referred to him as man or dude or whatever. I think he would have referred to him as Kid. And I think he would be worried about him too, but I also think it doesn't make any sense. I don't know, didn't we see Henry at the campfire playing with Carol and Ezekiel? I don't think it's him unless he snuck out and they didn't notice. Again, possible, but again, I don't think it's Henry. I think it could be Henry, but I don't know. I mean, was able to kill Gavin, but and if he does kill Justin, I'm gonna be even more annoyed. He killed Gavin, a guy who I think should have survived, and Justin now would just be annoying. I don't want him to do that. I think it'd just annoy me. And I think it'd be interesting, but I think it would just be more of an annoyance for the kid to be the one to kill him and be the one taking out all these adult saviors. I think that'd just be a little bit too unrealistic to me. But leave your thoughts and opinions. If it's Henry, why do you think it's Henry? And how do you think he's doing it? Or what's your argument for him doing it? So leave those thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Next up, we got Daryl. Now, Daryl is so high on this list due to the simple fact that I think if it was Daryl who jumped him in the woods, I think he would have right away jumped and attacked Daryl if it was him who bumped into him at the woods, especially coming off just being beaten up by the guy and having that confrontation with Rick. I feel like he would have attacked Daryl if it was him. He wouldn't have just stood there calmly, sort of, and just was like, "Oh man, dude, you scared me," or whatever. I think it can't be Daryl just due to that simple fact. Yes, it could be, but again, It just doesn't make any sense. I think he would have like ran at Daryl and tried to kill him rather than just stand there like, oh man, dude, you like really shocked me. It wouldn't make any sense to me. Sure, Daryl has motive, but it just doesn't make any sense for him to be the one to kill him. I think it would be interesting, but I just don't see it. I just don't think it's him, just due to the simple fact that I think Justin would attack Daryl and be like on top of him and killing him right away. But if you think it's Daryl, why? Tell me give me your argument for why you think it's Daryl in the comment section down below. Next up, we got Jed, and I'm going to include any other saviors on this list, maybe an unnamed savior. Now, I'm 50-50 on Jed, because if you watch the sneak peek, we got Jed running into Maggie, and I don't think it could be him if it is, unless they make it where he's playing it off like, oh, we're looking for him, but we actually know where he is. Maybe the saviors are going out killing their own people because they're going rogue. They want to work with, they're the good guys and they want to work with Rick, so they're killing off the people that don't want to work with Rick. In a sense, they're doing something like that. They're killing off the rebels, and that way they can work with Rick easier, something like that. I think that'd be interesting and add a little bit more layers to the saviors and expand more. Again, it's a 50-50 chance here. I think it could be them, but at the same time, I think, I don't know, it could be, it could not be. Again, you got Jed holding the knife to Carol in the woods, so I think that's possible. Now, I don't know, I'm 50-50 on this, but if you're a fan of this theory, give me a reason why you think it's happening. Give me your defense on why you think it's Jed or another unnamed savior or any savior in general, on why you think they're hunting their own people and killing them or capturing them in the comment section down below. Next, I got Carol. Now, I put Carol on this list because if you remember back to season 4, Carol was willing to go and kill people she thought was a risk to the group. Remember back, she killed Karen and David, who she thought might infect the rest of the group. I think maybe it's possible she could be doing that again here. My one thing that's holding me back from 100% saying it is because when Daryl went and beat up Justin, she said, there's other ways we can handle this, and Daryl's like, no, we gotta, handle it, and pretty much he said we gotta kill him, and Carol was in disagreement there. You could say maybe she was put on a show, acting all nicey nice and stuff. I don't think so. I think it could be her, but at the same time, I don't think it's 100% her. I think it's too easy to think that. I think it'd be interesting to see her go back to that state of mind, but I think she's come so far that it just, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense at this point. I think imagine the fallout between her and Ezekiel if Ezekiel found out she was doing it. I think there'd be major fallout between the two characters and their relationship, which has been built so much already within the first 2 episodes. I just don't see it happening. But overall, I think it'd be an interesting story arc, but I honestly don't think it's her that's killing them all. So if you think it's Carol, leave your debate as to why you think Carol's killing and or kidnapping the saviors in the comment section down below. My last and favorite pick for who might be killing or kidnapping the saviors would have to be Cindy and Oceanside. Now, if you watched this show, you saw in episode 2, Cindy was being patched up by Enid in the infirmary, and according to her, she cut herself, I think it was peeling tomatoes or potatoes or something. I forget exactly the crop it was, but she cut herself cutting vegetables. Let's put it that way. Now, if you look at that wound, it looks very bad, or it doesn't make any sense that she cut herself that badly just cutting up some vegetables. And for that reason, I think it might be Cindy and the Oceanside people. Think about it. They lost all their men. Everybody over 10 who was a boy was killed. That's brothers, children, husbands. Think about it. They're now having to work together with the saviors now, building this bridge. I think some of them probably are still mad, holding on to that garage, won't be able to move on. And I think that Cindy, or it doesn't even have to be Cindy, maybe her other people are doing it as well. It could just be her, telling them who to go after. Think about it this way, maybe Justin and some of the other ones that they killed or kidnapped were there. Maybe they're responsible. Yes, they took out Simon and his followers, but maybe not all of his followers were... or maybe not every one of them who killed the Oceanside people were his followers. Maybe they were followers of Negan. So you don't know. Maybe Justin was one of them who killed one of the Oceanside husband or the sons or the brothers. You never know who they could be. So I'm interested to see what goes on, because I think it'd be a very interesting thing and finally give Oceanside something to do. We haven't done anything with Oceanside, and I think it'd be a good thing to add something with them into the storyline. and give them something to do other than just kind of standing around doing nothing, talking, helping. I think having Cindy or one of her people being the one to kill or kidnap all these saviors would make sense. For us, it's a community of women. So when Justin said, "Hey, you scared me, you're gonna get yourself killed or whatever," that'll make sense. He might think these people are kind of weak, they're women, so he could think that they might be not as a strong enough survivor as he might be. So I think that'd be an interesting dynamic, and I think it would make sense, just storytelling wise, that it would be Oceanside getting revenge for the death of their husbands, fathers, sons, brothers. I think it'd be an interesting thing to see happen, and I really hope they go down this route because I think it'd definitely add a bit more layers and give a little bit more story to Oceanside along with something to do. But if you leave your thoughts, opinions on who, if you think it's Oceanside, why you think it's them, and give your argument as to why you believe they're the ones killing and or kidnapping the saviors. Alright, so now I've laid out the 6 people who I think could be a culprit into who's killing Justin. Now, if you have your own speculations as to who it could be, and your own person that you think it could be that I missed, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's see if we can figure out who this is before it airs tomorrow, and figure out who this mysterious person is. I'm very interested to see where they take this storyline, because I think it's definitely one that is interesting, and something new that didn't even happen in the comics, so I'm very interested to see what they do with it, and hopefully, at least for me, I'm hoping they do it's Oceanside, because I think just with the TV and comics, in both mediums, they both never got like the respect that they deserve. They're kind of background people, and I kind of hope that they rectify this with this storyline, making it Oceanside and them giving them something to do. But again, leave your argument as to who you think is killing these people in the comment section down below. So yeah, guys, those are my picks for who I think is killing the saviors. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share. And don't forget to subscribe down below and hit the bell icon. That way you don't miss any more Walking Dead content from me in the future. This has been Vision here with Blind Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.